Indianapolis 500. Take off some of this music. What's going on? What's everybody doing? Welcome to, hopefully, a full Indianapolis 500 race here in IndyCar Racing 2. This is race number 3 of the 1989 season. Just came off of Long Beach, which I think was a pretty good race. I watched a little bit of it back. But this one should be good. This is Indy, of course, the big one. Round 3 in the season. Thanks, Silent Soul. Just Salary Man laying the salary on you. Have a good stream. Get that W. Yeah, this one's gonna be difficult to get a W in, I think. But hopefully I can eke something out. It's a long race. This one's, I mean, if we look at the other races so far this season, this one is over double as long. I think the first 2 races were about 200 miles apiece, and so this is a 500-mile race. Much higher speed, of course, so it'll be a little easier, or a little faster for that, but man, this should be good. So take a quick look at where we are in the championship and everything. Continue our season. So we're done with Phoenix and Long Beach, and Michael Andretti had come away with that win at Phoenix for the first round. Just untouchable. I finished in second after a duel with Danny Sullivan and everything there. And then at Long Beach, Emerson Fittipaldi, similarly dominant performance, pulling out the win. Michael Andretti didn't actually do that well. I finished in front of him, and I think I finished third, right? Almost had second, but messed up the pit stops and sped in the pit lane. So that has taught me a valuable lesson that hopefully I can take with the Indy 500 here today, that don't speed. That could easily ruin things, especially under a green flag pit stop scenario. And we have to make a whole bunch of pit stops today, at least 7 of them. So a lot of chances to make any kind of mistake. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, I gotta remember. So I did just, a few months ago now, I did the Indianapolis 500, the game. So the first Papyrus sim, I did the Indy 500 in that, and actually won it. In that stream, you can go find it on the channel from a few months ago. But I had like a series of things I needed to follow during the race, methods, and focus, stay on the inside, always think about the next lap, be incident free, go fast, and then just hope everything goes well. And it definitely similar methodology is gonna help here today. So points wise, we're 5 points behind Ryan Axelson here. So I'm in second and 5 points behind Emerson Fittipaldi. And I'll have to see. I mean, obviously Emerson won the actual 89 Indy 500, so I'm expecting him to do well today, but it's going to be a crapshoot for who actually wins. I think anybody that's in the top 10 in points, honestly, maybe not Derek Daly, but top 9 in points, could, win this Indy 500. So should be an interesting one. I'm a little worried about speed. I think I'm pretty quick, but I don't know if I'm quite quick enough to win, so I might need a little bit of luck. But I didn't want this to be easy, so we shall see how it goes. But yeah, no wins so far. I really need a win to help, stay competitive in this championship. Michael Andretti, Emerson Fittipaldi with the other wins, but also it's a points championship, and the Indy 500, despite how big it is, it doesn't actually count for any more points in 1989 than it does, for any other race. So hopefully, just consistency will pay off, and I do think a top 5 is, as long as I don't crash or something, is absolutely possible today. But here we are, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So this is an accurate version of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway we'll be racing on. 1992. 1989, they still had the apron up until 1992, and so this version of the circuit is basically how the circuit was from through the 80s till 1992 with the apron and everything. It was made by Pavel69 over at IndyCarRacing2.net, and so perfect fitting track to race on for this race. It'll fit the whole deal quite perfectly. But in my opinion, it's a little harder than it was in IndyCar or Indy 500 that I did previously. But I'm going to go out, I'm going to do a little bit of practice just with the quali setup, make sure things feel good before I do quali. And yeah, this one's going to be tough. So, well, wouldn't be GP laps without a crash. I hope that's not my reputation at this point. All right, but we'll go out, do a few laps here, just make sure everything's still feeling good. I'll show off the track and all that. So the setups, I've been trying to work on the setup now for, yeah, this will be a practice stream. I'll just do 3 weeks of practice here. No, been practicing all week on and off, and working on the setup. I just can't get, it's not easy to drive around this track, at least in what I'm working on setup wise. So I think it's actually quite realistic. It's difficult to do a flat lap, even with qualifying fuel and all that. It's possible, but you have to be really good. And I have to play with the tools in the car so much. So I've got my front and rear roll bars, and I talked about this in the first stream, but you can see the 3 black bars right above the fuel indicator there. Those are my roll bars. So I'll be able to adjust those throughout the run, and absolutely have to around this track. There's no way you can do a full fuel run with the car remaining the same balance, at least with the setups I have. Yeah, everybody crashes in these old sims, so it's fine. It's not quite as easy as a modern sim to control the car, and that's always my excuse. Precision is hard in the old sims because you don't have force feedback. So even with the increased fidelity that Ted Meat figured out with the steering, it's still not quite as precise. I don't know. I'm running on low boost because that's what I'll be doing in qualifying for the first out lap. Get it up to 9. We'll try just a mock run here. Hopefully it won't hit too much traffic on it. But I should have the bars set for at least the first lap. I don't necessarily find this harder than Indy 500, the simulation that I did previously, but it is different. It's more competitive, I think, with the AI cars, for sure, just in how they race. And couldn't quite take the line there with the car coming out of the pits. Had to let off the throttle. Might be the first time the Sunoco Papyrus racing car has done 200 miles an hour. Traffic is going to be a huge issue. Some of the cars are so slow at the back of the pack, but it's quite accurate. There's really only, in any given race, the way it's set up here, there's only 5 or so cars that, are competitive. Maybe 6 or 7 on a good day. So it is quite realistic. Mario Andretti line is possible. I do have the car set up for my race setup to definitely go below the apron. I think for my qualifying setup, Rick Mears coming around the inside of me. Qualifying setup here, I'll actually have to keep it a little higher. Oh man. Sneak by Rick. Not gonna get too much accurate testing here. Oh no! The back of the wall. I might be able to get away with something like that in the race. I didn't get damage from it. The slide though, trying to avoid some of the AI cars. Hey Don, how you doing? 30 air doesn't really do much. Tail Fabi coming on the inside of me. Yeah, I mean I was juggling the car all over the track because of the traffic, so let's see if I can, just want to get one lap. Now we should be good with something like that. There should have just enough fuel as well to do the 4 laps. IndyCar 2 does simulate correctly the out lap, so tap the wall there. You do get one out lap, one full out lap. My God. Before you take the green flag in your qualifying attempt as well, so. I knew I was going to get some questions about who I'm looking for to win the actual race tomorrow, and I don't know, and I love that I don't know, because that's why the Indy 500 is so good. I think there's easily 10 cars that could win the race tomorrow, so that's what makes the Indy 500 so awesome. But yeah, if I had a preference, it would be a first-time winner. And that's really all I think, I mean, as much as I would also love to see, Elio win his 4th or something. But first-time winners are always exciting, especially with the fans being back. Colton Herta would be a cool one. I mean, I think there's more people I would want to see win than I don't. And I'm actually trying to think of anybody I wouldn't want to see win. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, like a Scott Dixon victory tomorrow would be boring a little bit. It's great for him. He's a legend. In retrospect, it'll be awesome. But at the time, Scott Dixon wins. Takes a little bit of wind out of the sails, maybe. honestly, even that. I just want to see a fast, safe race. First time winner would be cool. Ed Carpenter is always my man. All right, car feels pretty good now that I'm not hitting the walls and everything. And yeah, this race we're doing today, I get my mind back on the prize here. This will be a 3-wide start, and it is a mess, and it will be very difficult. I almost hit the wall there. Simona winning would be one of the biggest news events of the decade, I think, which would be awesome. All right, so I'm going to come out of turn 4 here. I'm going to practice quickly pit stop entry, which will be important during the race. I think we'll absolutely have green flag pit stops, and if you slam on the brakes too hard here, you can spin the car out. I don't want to give up too much time, but I am the first pit stall, which is always really hard. Got to make sure I don't get rear-ended. There we go. All right, so I guess now's the time, as good as ever time to do some qualifying. Load my setup back up here. And I think I'm going to go with how it is. I've practiced this a few times, just doing some mock runs and everything. But we'll see. So let's take a quick look at, we'll pretend we're the last qualifier to go out on pole day or something, but we'll see what the time is. So you can see the split here already. Danny Sullivan's on the pole right now with a 2:32.3. That is fast. That's fast. But if we look all the way at the back, a 2:22 for Scott Atchison all the way at the back. So that's quite the split, 10-mile-an-hour split. So I have definitely been able to get into the 2:30s, and so a top 10 starting would be good. I'm not too optimistic about a 2:31 or 2:32 for qualifying, but race pace, I think it'll be a little closer. We'll have to see here, though. All right, so let's do our qualifying run. 4 laps, average speed run here at Indianapolis. Put the boost down to 1. We got a whole out lap, so we don't want to waste fuel or anything like that. Appreciate folks coming out for this. This should be fun. Hopefully an entertaining race. That's the one thing I'm a little worried about with this is, I mean, it always ends up being exciting, but I'm always worried it's going to be a sleeper of a race or something, and no yellow flags, and get buried in, I don't know, 10th place and never see a car or something, but I'm sure that won't happen. So we'll do our first out lap here at minimum boost, and then on the back straightaway next time by, we'll crank it on up. We get the tires up to decent enough temperature. Doesn't report out the times every lap, unfortunately. I don't think you even get them on like the F1 screen, so we just kind of have to guess based off of the lap timer in the bottom left corner how quick I'm going. Actually, you might see it on the F2 screen, so we'll keep it on that. All right, crank up the boost to 9. Hopefully I can do some flat running here. Get up to 6th gear. Ease it on into the 3rd turn. 1st and 3rd turns, of course, are the hard ones. All right, here we go. Take the green flag to start our qualifying run, Indy 500. Green flag is out. Come down to the 1st turn. Oh no, we're a little wide. Taking a pretty high line. That's that Montoya line. All right, try to pick it back up though. One corner does not make the whole run, but that was not a great start. I pushed a little bit on entry. I'm actually gonna lower the front roll bar, see if I can get it to turn in a little bit better than that. I also didn't look historic, or like always. Oh, car sideways. No, no. Oh, no. Oh. Well. The turn-in was a little too much with the front bar there. Uh-oh. What do I do now? I didn't even think about crashing out on the qualifying run. Well, we might have to start dead last. Can we wave the run and go again? What do folks think of that? Yeah, we might have to start last. I'm not sure. I haven't done championship mode enough to know if I could like reset the qualifying or anything like that, and I don't want to mess it up. Go back to the pits and restart the stream. Wouldn't be opposed to restarting the run. Let me see if I can figure this out. We can pretend that that was a mock run. All right, I think we can restart the run. We'll pretend that never happened. I didn't even think about what to do if... Yeah, we'll do it again. All right, well, let's look at the times because they're going to be reset. Forget the last 3 minutes of your life. We'll just restart it. Hey, Donnie. All right, Rick Mears is on the pole now, 232.5. Yeah, Max, I won't say anything if you say anything. It was a nightmare. I like that audio, Jack. It was a nightmare that Ryan had the night before. All right, we'll try a little better this time. I will maybe not go as aggressive on the front anti-roll bars. That was what did it. It's really hard to catch a slide or something if you do spin out here. Yeah, I should just end the stream there. You're right. I didn't qualify. That's it. We'll see you guys next week. That would be too realistic. Well, it'll be captured in time forever with the VOD of this, so. Alright, I'm gonna just need to get good 4 laps in. It doesn't really matter where I start, although I would like to put up a big time. But the race is so long. You know, the part that it really matters in is the start of the race, where it's very easy to get in an accident, which doesn't bode well. But full boost now. We'll try a little better this time. Might go with a lift here on the first lap, just to make sure the car sticks. All right. Come get the green flag. We still do technically have a shot at pole, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But get that green. 4 laps here at Indy. Green flag is out. Stuck all right. I lifted a little bit there and was quite high. A little bit of lift into 2 as well. Quite conservative, but keep the speed up. Flat on the back straightaway. Over 240 miles an hour. It's quite quick. Oh, take turn 3 a little easier. Man, the car is so loose there. I lost a lot of speed. I have to do something. I think the weather maybe has something to do with it into turn 3. I'm going to blame it on that. Complete the first lap, though. No idea what that's going to be. 223, very slow. Oh, no. It's almost not much better than not qualifying at all. Smack the wall coming out of 2. It's all right. Willpower did it in real life. I'm going to over the rear bar a little bit for 3 here. Hopefully not spin the car out. Yeah, my qualifying setup doesn't like the apron much. Although in 4 you can grab it pretty good. It flattens out quite a lot, so it upsets the car. But during the race, definitely we will grab that. All right, 225. So we're up on time. It's a little bit better. Man, I did a run the other day at 230, and you'll never believe me after this performance. Oh, understeering out of 2. Damn. So worried the rear end's going to step out again in turn 3. It's a terrible run. We're going to be so buried in the field, but we'll start where we can. Yeah, caught a fish this big. All right, 1 more lap to go. We're still hanging around a 225 average. Pretty poor performance for Ryan Axelson here in his first Indy 500 qualifying. Down to the yellow line there. Lifted on every lap. This was not a good run at all, but we'll take the checkered. We won't start last, but not last is good. But yeah, definitely will be mid-pack. across the line here. 18th. Oh, up to a 2:26. So my last lap was the best one. Right behind John Andretti, it looks like. 18th. So I'm going to be... Where does that put me? Outside? I don't know how I'll cut it up. All right, but 18th, not too good. So in between John Andretti and Scott Brayton, we'll look at the full results here in a second. But yeah, not the best qualifying, so boost back down. All right, so let's take a quick look at those standings. We'll start at the front. So Rick Mears able to get the pole. 232. The Rocket Rick gonna start up front with Ari Leyendyk in the middle. Interesting. So he's a rookie. Or no, he's not a rookie. 89. A few years after he was a rookie, but pretty good qualifying result from Ari Leyendyk. Yeah, I'll be starting on the outside, which is no good. Allenser Jr. on the front row, of course, battled for the win at Indy here with Emerson. Michael Andretti, Emerson Fittipaldi, and Danny Sullivan on row 2. Row 3, we got Scott Pruitt, Bobby Rahal, and Derek Daly back there in 9th. Al Unser, the senior Unser here, Mario Andretti, and AJ Foyt. Not too bad for him. Teo Fabi, Raul Boisel, and Dominic Dobson. We got Kevin Kogan, John Andretti, and Ryan Axelson on the outside. Scott Brayton, Pancho Carter, Didier Thays, Fabrizio Barbaza, John Jones, Roberto Guerrero, Scott Atchison, Johnny Rutherford, and Steve Saling. If you remember back, Johnny Rutherford's the only car in this set that's not entirely realistic. He's driving a Menards car, but we'll suspend our realism. Steve Saling, Jeff Wood, and Guido Dacco, Ludwig Heimrath Jr., Jan Beekes, I know that, Randy Lewis, Bernard Jourdain rounds out the field. So not the best qualifying, but could be worse. Could have crashed out on the first timed lap. All right, so I'm going to do a quick warm-up with the race setup just to get the feel of that again, set the bars to what I think I need them for the start of the race. We're going to be in traffic, so it's going to be a bit of a mess here at the start. Really, it's going to be all about avoiding traffic and making sure we don't hit anybody. We'll go out and do a few quick laps. I hope I get a top 5 finish, no problem. Yeah, Jan Beekes. I posted about him on Twitter the other day. I miss Jan Beekes so much. During the race, we won't fade onto the track like that. We'll have to stay. Probably fade out in turn 2, depending on who's behind us. Gotta get fast enough so I don't get rear-ended. But the car hopefully should be good. Its handles so different on full fuel, my race setup. Of course, not on full boost yet, but we will crank that up. Planning on running the race with full boost unless we're in a fuel situation where I gotta save. Should be able to do, we need to do 33 laps on a tank. If this race was to go green the whole race, we need to do 33 to 34 laps, in which case we will have to back off a little bit depending on traffic and how fast I'm running. Understeer there. So we'll have to see how it all works out, but we'll use that boost for fuel mileage. Ideally, we could just run at 9 the whole time so that we're quick, and certainly on the start we'll want to run it high so that I can make some moves, get around some of the cars in the early laps. We'll have to be starting on the outside. I don't know if I've done a start on the outside yet. It's definitely better than the middle, which would be terrible. The problem, we'll see it in a second when we do start the race, but the problem with the starts here for IndyCar 2 is the pack is extremely tight. The rows are about 1 car length apart, and so we are 3 wide, like stacked together underneath Raul Boisel here. And so it's going to be very difficult for the first lap or 2 while everybody tries to jockey around, and hopefully I don't get any big checkups in front or anything like that. Car feels pretty good though. I like how it's set up here. Coming out of the pits there, I think that's Ari starting on the front row. I'm interested to see how that works out because he's not typically that quick. Maybe better on the super speedway. This is good on passing cars right now, which is good. Get stacked up here behind like Roberto Guerrero. Yeah, I'm expecting there to be a lot of attrition, a lot of lapped cars. The results, I've simulated a few races just to see like how many cars finish and make sure it's not a situation where like one car finishes or something, and probably 10 cars or maybe even more will most likely retire, and the results themselves look fairly realistic. There's 3 or 4 cars on the lead lap at the end, and it's all pretty spread out, but not so different for a race from this time period. But it's all going to depend on how the cautions fall. In some testing, the AI absolutely caused cautions, but there could be periods, you know, very long stretches where there's no incident unless I'm causing one. And I guess there is a potential that the whole race runs under green, but I doubt that'll happen. Yeah, we could, I guess, pretend this is carb day. We'll do one more lap here. I'm just trying to get a feel for the car, make sure I can at least start this race and get through the first stint or so without too many issues. Underneath Guido Daco there. It's always scary coming into the corner like that. But yeah, we won't use the apron quite as much as I did in Indy 500. Just it's much shallower banking, and so getting down there really upsets the car. But you can use it to help pass slower traffic if you need to. Yeah, I don't think we will go the whole way under green, but you never know. All right, I'm going to come around and simulate a pit stop, which won't exactly be accurate just because I have full fuel pretty much. If I can do it with this, it's a pretty conservative entry. Of course, it's 80-mile-an-hour pit speed, and that caught me out at Long Beach. Oop, I hit the... Hold on. There we go. All right. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm going to step away for just a second before we start the race, but then we'll get back and start the 1989 Indy 500. Okay, right. Thought this would be kind of cool to show off before I get started. I actually have the yearbook for the 1989 Indy 500. I picked that up a couple years ago off eBay. Really cool. The yearbooks, if you enjoy old IndyCar racing. They have some great just pictures and things that you really can't see elsewhere in them. Nice picture of Emerson's winning car and everything. Thought it'd be kind of cool though. I love the cover with the crash between Mo and Allenser Jr. and everything. But hopefully it will be as entertaining as that race was. Although the first, the 89 race is an interesting one. The very start, you had Kevin Kogan's massive crash. And then after that, it really settled down for quite a while. And it wasn't until the ending phase of the race that you started to have all that drama and everything. But this should be good. Hopefully, we'll get back on the sim here. Hopefully, I want to finish the race most of all. So I think even with a minor accident, things should be okay. But it's absolutely possible to crash out of the race, and so want to avoid doing that. The AI, especially on the start, is going to be difficult. So I'm just going to be really patient with it, and hopefully get through this first stint without any kind of major incident. And from there, we'll know what we have. Got to push and hopefully do quite well. Top 5 would be great. A win, of course, would be amazing. Yeah, and I see a few folks talking about the grid. This car set, it's kind of a generic one for the whole season, just because you can't have like a race by race and run the championship and everything in IndyCar 2. But we'll go to the race. Just gonna quickly set here back to my setup. I think we're ready to go. I don't think there's anything left to do. So let's get started with it. The 1989 Indy 500. All right, on the outside, we'll go down on the boost. I'm gonna lower my rear anti-roll bar just a little bit. Pretty aggressive on the bars on the start, but the car's really heavy. Start here on the outside. So this is what I'm talking about with how tight the whole pack is right at the start. They're nose to tail, not even a car length apart are the rows. And so I'm almost definitely going to lose a few positions off the start. But as long as we can make it through all right, that'll be good. I can see Teo Fabi, Raul Boisel, Dominique Dobson right in front of us. So yeah, we're really in the heart of the field right now. Yeah, we'll try not to pull a US 500. The first corner, I'm just going to wimp out, and if I can get down low, that would be excellent, but it's going to be really difficult. 200 laps, it's a long race. There will almost certainly be some yellow flags, so just got to get through the start, stay on the lead lap, and then we'll see how everything works out. Come around turns 3 and 4 here. Hopefully won't get any major checkup on the start or anything. Yeah, the bars are pretty loose, but this setup's a little understeery to start the run. I think it'll be good. We'll see. All right, get up the boost. Start the Indy 500. Field accelerates a little bit here. Losing position. Green flag is out. Let's try to keep it straight here off the start. Pancho Carter on the inside. Lift out of the throttle a little bit. Come down to the first corner. Everybody checks up slightly there. Around the outside, I got a car passing on the inside. Guido Daco there. My God, we're way in the back. Understeering a little bit coming out of 2. Whole field checking up in front. Johnny Rutherford able to go up the inside. All right, I made it through turns 1 and 2, but we've lost a ton of positions. Oh, I think that was that a King Hero that just got past me too. Oh, we're stuck on the outside. I really need to get down onto the low side of the track. There we go. Finally into turn 4. Got a car looking low, but able to get down the inside, down the front straightaway. Hopefully pass a few of these cars. We should be much quicker than some of the cars back here. Just steaming along. Osworth Power in the back there. Here we go into turn 1 in front of Rutherford. So complete the first lap. I think I lost 10 positions or something off the line, but we'll try to just pick it back up. Head onto the back straightaway. Dobson fades low. Is that Ari Lyondike? Didn't he? Maybe that was the other qualifying that he was on the front row. I'm gonna say, pretty far back to start the race. See if I can get him into turn 4 here up the inside. Okay, made it through the hectic start. We'll just try to get some laps together. I should be able to blow by some of these cars, I imagine. Full boost here, P17, so feels like I passed the whole field, but there's still 17 cars ahead of me. Gonna move into turn 1, slide a little wide coming out of the corner. Now coming to turn 2. There we go. Come up the inside, I think that's Derek Daly there. All right, got a little bit of a gap here. I think up to Scott Brayton in front. I can tell by the pink car. Yeah, I would have preferred to start on the inside there. As you can see, just nowhere really to go on the opening lap, and forcing things. The AI moved pretty erratic here and there, so forcing things is not a good idea when you're side by side and everything. Cars everywhere. Going up the inside though, past Brayton. I think that's Unser Jr. too, so we'll pass Al Unser Jr. He's super far back. Got some cars battling in front, side by side. That'll slow them down, of course. Car feels pretty good. It's very neutral right now. It's turning. I'm lifting a little bit in the corners, but very quick in a straight line. I might be a repeat of Long Beach where I need to actually add some wing. Feels like I'm a little slow in the corners. Let's see. Once we get in front of this pack, hopefully. They fade to the inside. Maybe can go around the outside here. Teo Fabi. Is that Kevin Kogan? Let him. They're going to slide up in front of me. Yeah, the handling model does absolutely do oversteer. The first lap of my qualifying run had that. Right up to the pit wall there, down the front straightaway. Pass Raul Boisel and Kevin Kogan, and I can see AJ Foyt in front of me. I think Al Unser Sr. Ooh, cars on the inside and outside. That was scary. Kogan was coming back on me there up the inside. I'm a little slow mid-corner, I feel like. On the straightaways, I'm so fast, though. Time with this. We've got AJ Foyt battling, I think, with Bobby Rahal and Al Unser Sr. Or Emerson Fittipaldi. We'll have to get up to him to tell for sure. I'm down the inside of Bobby Rahal here on the front straightaway. Oh, Bobby Rahal squeezes me down into one around the outside. The full tank, I still got 33 gallons, although it runs out really quick around here. But in the corners, it's just so hard to go fast. Yeah, that is Al Unser Sr. Racing for Penske with the Marlboro colors. Out of turn 4. Gotta settle in. It's a long race. We're up to P9, so already back in the top 10. Passing a ton of cars off the line, but I have a feeling the leaders have stretched out in front of us. We just got Al Unser there. Get a good run on Foyt here down the back straightaway up the inside. All right, finally some clear track. So well into the top 10 now. I think we're up to P8. You can see starting to get stretched out, so some of the cars up front here are going to be very fast. P7 actually, so 192 laps to go. P7. Now, really need to watch the car and listen to the car and stay ahead of it with adjustments. As the fuel burns off, it's going to be the rear end's going to change quite a bit, and I'll need to adjust the anti-roll bars to make sure we don't do any kind of crazy spins like it did in qualifying there. Catching up to a Newman Haas car now. I think this is Mario Andretti. What I really don't want to happen for the championship is Emerson or Michael Andretti win the race. That would further put us in debt here. We got Mario Andretti. He's almost as fast as me on the straightaway. I'm down the inside. I don't know about that. It's early in the race to try to force something there. Back out of it. Try to get in his slipstream. Should get a good run here down the back straightaway. Nice and easy pass on Mario up to P6. So qualifying very much underrepresented the pace for myself. Yeah, we'll see if the Andretti curse hits Michael if he's up front. We'll look at the full field and stuff, maybe in the pits or something. All right. Got a nice gap to the car in front. I didn't catch who was in front of me right now, but we'll just try to focus forward, get up there. Staying well clear of the walls. Pretty conservative still. Still entering the corners, pretty neutral. I think if I really grabbed the wheel in there, I could actually spin it out. But gotta drive it nice and easy. We have a few more laps until we start catching all that lap traffic, which is going to make it interesting. I got, Emerson Fittipaldi in front of me. All right, so Emma's in 5th. Number 20 up there, so Patrick Racing, Emerson Fittipaldi in 5th position. Just in front of us. We gotta look at how I'm doing on fuel too. The gauge at the middle of the dashboard on the bottom says how many laps left the sim thinks I can go with the fuel. As you can see, if I lift off the throttle, it changes pretty quickly. Scrub the wall there slightly. Don't want to do that. But 22 laps, so if I need to hit 33. We're on lap 12. All right, so we're pacing well right so far for fuel. Need to keep an eye on that. We're right at the mark we need to be. Definitely don't want a short pit or anything off the start, or else it would really set us up for making an extra pit stop towards the end, which would not be good. All right, we got a pack of cars in front. I think our first lapped cars. God, they're so slow. Lose a little bit of time into 3 and 4, or into 4. Really use that apron coming out of 4, get up the inside. Granatelli machine there. Didier Thays. Lap traffic is going to be the thing the whole race. Not quite as hectic as at Phoenix. You can time it here a little bit better, but it's still, very important to make sure you're getting through it efficiently. I think we got Andretti there, so making a full lap on the car we started next to. I'm pulling in on Emerson just a little bit here. Through 2. Pushing up to another slow car. See if I can sneak below him before the corner. I thought about lifting out of it, but that would have lost so much time. Really hooked on the back of Emo right now. He's going up the inside of Daco here. Take a bad line into turn 1. Pushing on the exit. Daco's going to come back on me for just a second. When you get to the faster lapped cars, you have to watch out for them overtaking you. If you take a bad line into the corner and push wide, they'll sweep under you and get into a battle with the lap traffic, which is no fun. They don't really have that concept of a blue flag. All right, Emerson getting held up a little bit in front. He gets held up a lot, but where am I going to go? Just sneak in behind him here. I don't really want to do any crazy moves. You could try to force it 3 wide there, but we'll save that, for the last 10 laps of the race. Pancho Carter right behind me now. Yeah, fuel I'm burning quite hot, but I want to try to get in front of Emerson here. Nice run down the back straightaway. What did I say about 3 wide? Stick it on the low side coming up to turn 3. Oh, he's going to squeeze me down. My God. Okay, I don't need to do that. That's what we need to avoid here at the start. Coming out of turn 4. Might have a good run on him. We'll stick ultra low. Oh, man. Jeez, he almost came into me there. Back out of it. Right behind King Hero here. Hero's gonna block me coming out of turn 2. Get him on the exit. Oh, a couple close calls there already. First stint, too much. Catching Ari Leyendyke here already, so Ari a lap down. Okay, so I've got 18 laps on the fuel, so we're about half tank right now. So made it this far on half tank with the pace lap. So that's 18 laps. Oh, we're doing well on fuel actually, so that should get us lap 35 maybe. Alright, so we're doing quite well on fuel. I've had to lift quite a bit, so that'll save fuel just lifting through traffic. If I get a big spot here of running wide open, it'll hurt the mileage, but the car's feeling pretty good on the bars and everything. I'm lifting still, but you kind of, I don't know, at least with this setup, running flat out is not easy. I'm passing a car there. I'm not going to be able to get him before the corner. I think that's Bernard Jourdain, Rookie of the Year, 89. Chase Emerson here for the first stint, I guess. But worried I'm losing touch with the top 5. But everybody's going to battle through this traffic, so it's not like we're the only ones. On the back straightaway, Randy Lewis, or that's Derek Daly there. I think he started in the top 10, so Daly did not have the race pace, just the qualifying. Being quite conservative now, but I don't want to do anything too risky. Just doing quite well ahead of Mario. 6 seconds there. Up on Johnny Rutherford. Tell that yellow car. Try not to punt Emerson Fittipaldi. Heimrath here on the outside. We'll get up the inside of him through the short chute. Aggressive line. Whoa. So you can see the car get upset getting on the apron there. So I gotta be careful with it. Tires should be fine. I'm not really worried about tire wear too much. They seem to last a full stint without too much issue. But definitely can't double stint them. I've not tried, but I don't think we can. Alright, so we're starting to get towards the end of the fuel. 14.5 gallons. Oh, car got a little loose there. Go down on the rear bar. It's such a slight visual cue that the car is getting loose that you have to really pay attention to it. Oh, so I'm behind Michael Andretti here. So this is for position in front. But Michael Andretti, Emerson Fittipaldi just got around him. I was thinking this car seemed kind of fast in front of me. But Michael slipped back. Emerson got around him. See if we can get in the slipstream here, up the back straightaway, come up the inside. slide our way into the top 5. There we go. Around Michael. Make no spectacle out of it. Into turn 3. Not the best line, but making it work. Flat out through turn 4, hopefully. Here we go. And in the slipstream of Emo as well. All right. That's good. I was worried maybe that they had pulled out quite far ahead, but even through all the traffic, Emo and I are able to pull in Michael. I got a bad line through turn 1 there. It's all right. In front of Michael behind. Oh, got a good run on Emo as well. See if I can do the same thing here, but a little closer, side by side, coming down to turn 3. Try to lift. Oh, he's gonna squeeze me. It's very, very much like the last lap of the real race. Don't want to do that. Not the last lap, but you know what I mean. All right, come out of turn 4. Emo defending. It's twice now I've gotten side by side with him. 175 laps to go, so we're 25 laps in. So I'm actually burning a little more fuel right now. Need to be careful about this. Really want to get to lap 34. Oh, Emerson getting held up. We got too wide in front. Oh, car changes lanes right in front of me. We're on the outside of one of the lapped cars. It's John Jones. We got Dominic Dobson or Randy Lewis right in front. Lewis takes the line. He goes really low in the apron. Try to come up the inside of Lewis. He's quick in a straight line into the corner. Try to stick there, man. Not very comfortable going side by side through the corners here. You don't have great peripheral view, so. Oh, and Emo gets stuck up there. See if I can come on the inside. I got John Andretti. Oh, 3 wide. Quite tight. Emo's gonna fade in front still, so another side by side with him. He's very quick coming into the corners, though. Through turn 4 then. So battling through traffic. This is the good stuff. This is why I feel like IndyCar 2 is such a great sim. Battling through lap traffic with cars on your lap. Gotta make sure you make the right move at the right time. It's fantastic. We got Michael Andretti pulling back up on me now. Too drastic coming into the corner. Car feels pretty good, but I can tell it's getting more neutral again. I think we need about 1.25 gallons fuel to make a lap. I'll have to keep that in mind. We got 172 laps done. We're coming up to lap 30. I need to make it another 5 laps. Actually gonna back down. One on the boost. I hate to do it, but I really need to stretch it. Make sure I make it to lap 34. Pulling in still on Emerson, but we're going to be side by side coming into the corner. If I had more boost in it then, maybe I could have made the pass. I'll have to see how it all shakes out with pit stops, though. Yeah, they definitely seem to have me in the turns, and I'm questioning whether I want to add more wing. Seems to be working out so far, though. What did I go from 18th to 5th in one stint? It's not too bad. Emo gets held up there. But coming through the short chute, I don't know. Come on the inside of the. I think that's Roberto Guerrero there. Emerson ultra low line through turn 4. I got Michael Andretti right on me now. I'm down the front stretch, going 2 wide, 3 wide with that lap traffic. Oh, Michael up the outside, doing chicken out of it there a little bit, but I didn't know if Michael was going to try to sweep down in front of me. But Michael Andretti back around, back down to 6th. Getting right towards the end of the stint though. Come by Guido Dacco. Maybe that's Guido. It's one of the yellow cars. Ooh, so close. He turned right in on me. What's that all about? My God. All right, lose a lot of time there, but that was nearly disaster. 169, so 3 more laps I need on this tank. Fuel light comes on. That was so frightening. Should be slightly easier to make the distance on the next stints just because we won't have the pace lap. Although that doesn't burn that much fuel, but it does use some. All right, got to breathe a little bit here, man. 168 laps to go, so we're gonna do it on the fuel, which is good to set us up well for the right strategy. We pit a lap 166 to go. Next time by, we'll hit about 133 to go, and then we'll pit right at halfway, and be set up for the second half of the race too. Still so much to go in this one. It'll be a long race. Tap the wall slightly there. I need to worry now. Oh, there we go. Michael Andretti coming in the pits, and I was just gonna say I gotta watch cars going into the pits. Gotta make sure I'm not going down low in turn 4. On the inside of Pancho Carter here. Oh, it's gonna squeeze me. Able to do it though. Man. So Michael Andretti pit a little early, honestly. Should be able to go at least 1 more lap. And I'm up to P2, so it seems like everybody's pitting a little early. See how that works out. Yeah, I think I did pass Little Al. He's not having a good race, this one. All right, so we're gonna pit next time by P1, so I'm leading a lap at Indy. That means I've stayed out the longest, which is good. What I want. Down the back straight away. All right, so I just need to nail the pit entry. Hopefully don't have anybody directly behind me. Not gonna try to push it too much coming in. It's not worth the 1/10 of a second or something. Come around. Oh, looks like the car in front might be pitting as well. Yeah, I think that's actually Allenser Jr. Come down to the pits. Got 1 car behind me here. I need to stop quicker, so let him around the outside. There we go. Oh, into the stall. Almost slid over. Oh, but completing the first stint. About 6 stints to go. Man, rush of a race so far. It's been a good battle. There we go. Now just watch the speed. Don't overspeed. I did that at Long Beach. We cannot go over 80 miles an hour. Even 1 mile an hour over will kill us. Yeah, I gotta reset the bars. Thanks for the reminder. Going a little bit under it, but it's really not worth speeding. All right, come out of the pits. Now we'll just try to get back up to speed without doing anything too crazy. There goes Emerson Fittipaldi by. Ooh, he gets stuck with the lapped car in front. Not to over rev either. Through the short chute, should be able to get back on the track. I'm around the outside of whoever that is. Oh, understeering. I got cold tires, full fuel. Yeah, it was a good stop. It looks like I slotted out between Emerson Fittipaldi and Michael Andretti. Right about where I was before the pit stops. They've got warm tires, though. I just got to nurse it here for the first lap or so. Make sure the car's not going to break loose on me or anything. But through the first cycle, then... Yeah, sorry, I can show the standings. It's, I don't want to do too much while I'm driving. I meant to show it in the pits, but needed water. It's tough to talk the whole time. There goes Michael Andretti on the inside. The inside of a lapped car. Rick Mears is in 3rd. Let's quickly look at the top. Scott Pruitt leading the way. What is that? Danny Sullivan in 2nd. We're not that far off the lead either. I think it was just a couple seconds. Coming up on Allenser Jr., I think. Once again, Michael Andretti looking all over me. He's quicker on full fuel, I think. Boost is all the way up. Can't crank it any more than that. Side by side with Michael Andretti, though. Oh, man. It's in the middle. Give up the position to him. So Pruitt's leading the way for True Sports, which not that crazy. I mean, True Sports won in '86, the Indy 500, so with Bobby Rahal. It's not that wild. Scott Brayton here in front. Yeah, Michael's on a tear right now. Gonna get back up there. I mean, the AI, caught up with Brayton here. The AI do go different speeds throughout the race, so they're not just a consistent speed. God. 3 wide on the front stretch, King Hero in the middle. And into turn 1. Get a good run down the back straightaway outside of Brayton. Pulling in on Andretti. If I can just get a nice exit out of 2, should be able to overtake him on the backstretch like I've been doing. Seems like we might have a second here without lap traffic. In the slipstream with Andretti, they seem to be just about the same speed as me on the front stretch, and then the backstretch I'm just so much faster. He's pulling away a little bit through 1 and 2. Try to get a nice turn 2 here, set ourselves up for the back straightaway. Here we go. Nice run. Down the inside. There we go. Passing old Michael Andretti there into turn 3. Lower the rear anti-roll bar a bit. I haven't had to play with the front yet. Car's turning in fine. It's just the rear end. Want to make sure that doesn't get away from me. Yeah, I probably have a tailwind. Maybe that doesn't affect the AI as much, but whatever. I'll take any advantage. Pulling in then on Emerson Fittipaldi. That's the first 100 miles. We got 400 miles to go. But it's been a good race so far. Oh, Emo being held up. Come up the inside. He's going to try to get around Thays as well. I'm able to make the pass on Emo. Up to 4th, I think. Okay, so let's see if I can get through this lap traffic while staying ahead of Emo and Michael. But up to P4, highest I've been so far. Just 3 seconds off of Rick Mears in front. We'll keep an eye out for that yellow car. Down the back straightaway, we got AI all over the place, right to the grass. Past that whole lot, leave him in the dust. I can see Rick Mears then ahead, just a couple yellow pixels skating off into the corner. Hopefully I got around them and then Emo and Michael got held up. We're coming up on Raul Boisel as well. I see Pavel in the chat. Everybody thank him. This is his track that he made. Excellent addition to race the older Indy 500s to have the proper warm-up lane. Oh, terrible turn 2. They're understeering. Yeah, I'll try not to punt Mears this time. Boisel a little slow coming into 3. Get him through the short chute here. Ooh, side by side into 4. Don't love that. To straddle the apron. Able to do it. Got a nice clean stretch in front. I think straight up to Mears right now. And if anybody's into IndyCar 2, there's a really nice community. And I got the link, I think, to the site in the description of this. It's IndyCarRacing2.net, ICR2.net. It's a good forum, good archives with tons of files and stuff, so go check it out. Looks like Mears was able to get around at least one car in front, but should be reeling him in, I think, ever so slightly. It's a nice turn through. The car is set up. I actually like this setup a lot. It might not be the most outright fast on any given lap, but it's very consistent to drive, which is very handy for doing a full race. You can't have a setup that's going to suddenly spin out on you. As long as I keep in front of it with the rear roll bar, it seems to behave predictably. With Heimrath here, see if I can snake around the outside of him before the corner. No yellow flags yet either. I'm just thinking of that now. Usually see some maybe early on. A little tricky into turn 4. Had the car on the apron ever so slightly. So, yeah, there is a Meadowlands track, so we'll be racing there later in the season. There's actually a couple versions of it. It's a very difficult track. I'm not really looking forward to that one. Chasing down Rick Mears here. I think he's the car right in front of me. I'm definitely pulling him in. We got a string of lapped cars ahead. I think it might be Teo Fabi actually in the Porsche. So they've made it through a stint. It's great for the Porsche. Car's getting a little dancy there. I'm going to lower the rear roll bar one more click. We're passing King Hero again. No, that's Pancho Carter. We got Fabi there in the green car, though, going to the inside of Carter. We'll get the inside of him down the short chute. A little high there, missed the apex. Yeah, the Meadowlands that was raced in '89 is almost an oval, but it's super tight and has some chicanes, which is excellent. Always the best. Really want to do well on these high-speed ovals because I think they're the best chance I've got at some good finishes in the season. Definitely a little better at the ovals, I would say, than some of the road circuits, especially once they get more realistic than Long Beach was. We got Fabi here holding me up a little bit. Mears was able to get around him and then come out of turn 2, get up the inside. We got Al Unser in front as well. There we go. To get him. 2 more lap cars here. Hopefully don't go too wide down the front straightaway. Able to get them. Got Mears still in front, 1.3 seconds back. 150 laps to go, 151. We're almost at quarter distance. And for all you talking about how to run IndyCar 2, Ted Meat has a great tutorial on his website. Helps you also set up the wheel and everything. All right, come out of turn 4. We got a car going to the pits there. Rick Mears being held up a little bit by a lapped car. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him, though, quite as we come up to turn 1. A fall in line here, so losing a little time on Mears. Come out of turn 1, get him in the short chute, into turn 2. Pretty close there. Mears using the apron quite a bit. Back off and not catch these cars at the worst time. Able to get one. I got Lion Dyke in front then. Inside of Lion Dyke. So over quarter distance. Little through those laps. We got to make it to about 133, and I'm worried I'm running a little bit quicker in this stint. About 20 laps left on fuel. Should be able to be good though. 18. It's gonna be close. we're good on fuel. Oh, Mir's getting stuck on the outside with the pack of lapped cars again. I think it's the Didier Thays, John Andretti group. Ooh, understeering so much there. Up the inside of Thays. We out of turn 2. Got these two guys side by side. Randy Lewis able to get him. Stick on Mears. Fade up to the outside. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. I think I'm good on fuel. Yeah, we'll be right around the mark. But if you get it one lap to the positive in a stint, then that sets you up really well for the next stints. The first stint as well was the hardest one since I had the pace lap. See if we get a caution at some point, though. I'm actually surprised. I'm very surprised we haven't had one so far. In front again. Almost thought it was Mears for a second, but caught him too quickly. And Jones in front too. Get him in the short chute. Passing a lot of cars, short chute. Mears held up in front. Passing somebody. King Hero once again, get him on the inside. Right in the slipstream of Mears now. If I can stay this close, I might get him on the back straightaway. We'll see. Michael passed. Okay, Michael passed Emerson Fittipaldi behind me. Yeah, I can see the 6 back there. He's only 2 seconds back, so that's not a big gap. Hold up by a couple cars and they could easily catch you. I lost a lot of time through turn 1 there. See if I can get a good turn 2. Should get a nice run on him, but it might be a little too far back to make a pass. Here we go on Rick Mears now in the yellow submarine. Pulling up on him, go to the inside, come up to turn 3. It's a little too sketchy for this early. Last couple of laps, we'll try that, but not with 140 some odd laps to go. Yeah, I think the arcade damage setting does reduce AI damage as well. So that's probably why the yellows are a little harder to come by. We did get one at Phoenix for my own doing. But in some of the testing I did here, that does happen. So we'll see. There's plenty of race to go for weird things to happen. Aggressive entry there into turn 3. P4's pretty good so far. I'm, after that qualifying, very happy that I was able to get up into the top 5 without too many dramatic situations. Mears held up in front. All right, this is the chance. Come all the way on the low side, down the back straightaway, get around Mears. It was really close. We'll try to stick in front of him, though, as we'll come up to turn 3. Up into P3. Car sticks, thankfully, but he's right on my tail. So we'll come through turn 4 as well. A little high there. Able to keep it flat out, though. Here's coming up the inside. So come down to turn 1. Ooh. Wow, I really took a wide line there. Thank God there's no marbles or anything. So Mears able to get back around me. Got really close to my left rear. You need to protect the inside next time on the coming down the front straightaway. But Mears back around, up into 3rd. Getting stuck behind Bernard Jourdain there as we come out of the front straightaway. Feels like the AI is thinning out a little bit, so I wonder if we have some retirements. We'll have to see. Able to get Jourdain, but that was a sketchy entrance to turn 1. Yeah, I would love to run them down to the apron, but the AI pretty much pick a line, and then it's your duty to not run into them. So, much as I would love to do that, it's wouldn't go well. So 140 laps to go. We're going to be very good on the fuel, which is great. Might be able to actually get to lap 130. All right, get past a couple of these cars. Luckily, no real incidents yet. I was very lucky. So back up behind Mears here. Ominous. No incidents yet. I'm a little worried about how far off the leaders I might be. 12.5 seconds off the lead, so that's not too bad. Nowhere near a full lap. We've got plenty of time if there's a yellow that comes out. I'm pulling up on Mears then. Gallons to go of fuel. This is when the car feels really alive. Surprisingly clean. Oh boy. Maybe I can surprise everybody the whole race. Come up the inside of Derek Daly. A little bit of time to Mears there at a bad turn 1 and 2. Yeah, concentration is the big thing here. You definitely become a little complacent with the car and everything in the middle of these long runs. Easy to, especially with the tools and everything, just not really monitor how the car's doing and then drive it a little too hard into a corner and lose the rear end or something. Had to lift out of it quite a lot there through turn 1 to get the apex. Mears being held up though by Andretti. Here we go, another chance. Right. It's gonna get stuck around the outside. I'll come up the inside. Here we go. Able to get Mears again, but will I keep him behind this time? Gotta get around these lapped cars. Mears looking to the high side, come underneath the car in the short chute into turn 4. It's able to get the lapped car. Mears might get stuck behind him a little bit. Yeah, I know I can scroll through the standings, but doing it while I'm driving is a little difficult. All right. Rick Mears then firmly behind. We got Danny Sullivan in front. He's not that far ahead either. It seems like Scott Pruitt is just very dominant so far. Up to P3. Mears in the slipstream. I'll go low this time. Force him to go around the outside. Ooh, lift out of it. He's going to come down low on me. Man. Maybe I could have stuck in it, make him lift. But Mears taking the pass on the outside. Inside, outside, he doesn't care. We're getting low on fuel too, so it's almost pit stop time for the second stint. All right, Mears being held up, coming out of 4. Oh, comes low on me. Oh, there goes Michael Andretti as well. No. Oh, I had to lift out of it for just a second. And lose the spot to Andretti. Andretti fades wide there. Ooh, tapped the wall slightly. Lyndike in front. So from 3rd to 5th in just a couple of corners. Oh, lapped car snakes down to the inside. I'll take him on the outside. Coming into turn 3. under the line. So we're at the pit stop window now, as I'd call it. Luckily, no major dramas, but man, these two come back on me so quickly. Yeah, I have to watch now. The AI definitely going to start pitting. So got Johnny Rutherford right in front. They split him. Oh, Michael Andretti going low on Mears. Not able to get him, but oh, both of them going in the pits. All right, they did pit a little earlier on the last stint as well, so we'll pass both of them. I'm going to pass Pruitt as well, so we'll lead a lap here. I might be able to get 2 laps, actually, out of this. And the best part is the car right now is a little quicker than it will be when they come out of the pits, so I might actually be able to gain on them. We'll see if I can do the overcut here. Yeah, Pruitt's almost untouchable so far, but see if we can say something about that. I'm going to be able to do another lap as well. Let's try to keep it nice and consistent. I don't have too much traffic or anything. It's going to be close on fuel, but I think it's worth it to stay out with the low fuel. See if I can just get this overcut. All right, 131 laps to go. One leading a few laps here. Of course, you get points for leading the most laps, but I'm sure Pruitt's pretty much on his way to getting that at this stage. All right, we're gonna have to pit this time. Hopefully nothing messes me up because we have no fuel to go around again. Really gonna run it to the ragged edge here. Come out of turn 4, get to the low side. Try not to lose too much time on the entry, but I don't want to speed either. Or run over the pit stall. Down to first gear, come to the stall. Man, second stint complete. Oh, pretty intense so far. Gotta drink a little water. All right, fill her up. Let me go. Won't speed. Oh, we got a car coming in. Had to lose a little bit of time there. You just can't pull in front of them. Get it up to 75 or so. So I definitely lost maybe the time I would have gained, unfortunately. Get that rear bar back up. Try not to speed on pit lane. That will be the end of it. All right, there we go. I'm out of the pits. Car's going around the outside. I think that was Pruitt. Oh, is that the leader? Just jumped right on the racing line. Luckily, I had clear track behind me. Understeering a little bit there, but it's all right. Get the tires up to temp. I think I came out in second place. So definitely the pit strategy going well. The boys in the pits there doing a good job. All right, we'll just try to gather it up, get back to the speed. The car handles so differently. Oh, there goes a car to the pits. That might not have been Pruitt. Might have been, though. Maybe he has a mechanical. I'm not sure. Come across the line. All right, 129 laps to go. P2. I think Pruitt's up there. 13.8 seconds off. So that was not Pruitt. But we're in second, so we leapfrogged Sullivan as well. All right, this is setting up to be pretty good. So much race left to do, though. We're not even halfway yet. Emrath here on the low side. Oh, fades in front. On. He did not get held up by the AI cars, the lap cars. Gonna run on Brayton here down the front straightaway. Losing time to Pruitt a little bit there. Oh, all right. So pit strategy going well, but how quick is Pruitt overall? We'll see here in a second. This wasn't the perfect lap. I had to pass Brayton there in turn 1, but am I going to be losing time to him, or am I going to gain? I have a feeling he's very quick if he's that far ahead. .3, so I actually pulled in slightly on him that time. We just need to do that over and over again. Understeer there through through turn 2. Got Rick Mears and Danny Sullivan are fighting with each other side by side, so I can hope they keep that up. Allenser Jr. in front here. Doesn't look like Jr. is going to have a good race. On the inside of him, he fades to the middle. Oh, pulled in a 10th that time. We're going to have to do a whole lot more than that to catch Pruitt, but I guess it doesn't hurt. Quite wide through turn 1. Understeering a little bit. Yeah, Pruitt is definitely outperforming himself, but the True Sports team were a good team, so it's not unrealistic. If he had maybe a better car, or who knows what actually happened to him in 89. The car's a little dancy there. Return 4. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Emerson. I mean, down to 13.1. Oh, this is good. Pulling in on him. Still over half of the distance to go, so there's a lot of race left, but I'm also doing so well on fuel that I have to figure out what I need in the last pit stop. If it keeps going like this, we're going to end up being able to short pit a little bit. Oh, getting stuck behind Boiselle here. He's behind a lapped car as well. It's King Hero. Up the inside of him. Lost a 10th that time, but it's not too bad considering what happened. I think I might be quicker than Pruitt. I don't know. Try to settle in a little bit here. I've been really up on the wheel this whole race the whole time. Now that I've got nobody immediately threatening me, and down to 12.2, so I'm catching Pruitt. Just need to try to keep this pace up. Not do anything silly like hit the wall. Make a bad move on an AI lapped car. Thanks, Turbo. It's a little jittery through there. We'll soften that rear roll bar again. John Andretti taking the ultra low line through 4. That'll last a little bit of time on that lap. Well, down to 11.7 though, so maybe not. Up the inside of Bernard Jourdain. Be careful with the late passes. It's a decision every time you get to a lapped car. Gonna dive on the inside or wait till the exit of the corner. At this stage, I'm very surprised there hasn't been a yellow flag, but yeah, it might be a full green 500. We'll see. The fastest 500 of all time, that's for sure. Down to 11.2 seconds. The fans would no doubt be seeing the gap closing on all the scoreboards around the track. It's one thing, if you go to the Indy 500, it's different than other races I've found. The fans are really in tune with the race that's going on. At least a lot of them are. There's a whole group in the infield that maybe doesn't even know there's a race going on. But other than them, everybody on the outside of the track is really paying attention. It makes it even that much more exciting. Maybe on AJ Foyt here. That's probably Ari. Oh, gonna lose a lot of time here in turn 2. Looks like Pruitt had a pretty good lap last lap. Another car here as I'm coming into 3. Bad spot to catch a car. Never been called Seth Rogen before, but I guess that's good. People like him. Back to 12.8 seconds, so losing a little bit of time. I had a bad lap last lap with the lap traffic. This is pretty good for a 1995 game. I'm surprised we're doing this well. I know sometimes these races are a crapshoot. It really depends on who's got a good car. It feels like you might be able to catch Pruitt. Just everything's got to go right. If I can keep, the pace and just whittle down that lead a little bit, get it under 10 seconds, it seems like I'm gaining a lot of time in the pits, and so that will certainly help us catch up. But sit in front. Lose a little bit of time there, but able to make the most of it. Right, down to 12.4. 117 laps to go. We're going to get well over half distance, which would be the mark for hitting here. Rick Mears, Danny Sullivan still dancing behind me. Penske cars fighting each other instead of the competition. Got Balancer Sr. right in front of me now. And the other Penske. Just quick on the front straightaway. We'll get up the inside, but gotta get in front of him before turn 1. There we go. Run a little wide to block him. Catching this whole group as we come down to turn 3. Bobby Rahal actually stuck in with these lapped cars. Derek Daly passing him to the outside. Coming to turn 4. Oh my God. Daly, very aggressive. So that's going to lose us a whole bunch of time. Split this one lapped car. Come down to turn 1. I mean, nowhere to go. I'm down to 14.2 seconds now. And I've got Al Unser Sr. coming back on me from behind. Even with the lapped cars, you got to watch out that they don't overtake you. Rahal in front. You can get past him here coming out of turn 4 through the short chute, maybe. We'll go side by side into turn 4. So easy to spin the car there if you're too aggressive with it. That lost a ton of time. 15.6. Man, went the wrong way with Pruitt. I was almost down to 10 seconds at one point. I got to 11. Bad laps. Maybe that was close. Actually, Carter there. Maybe it was all that traffic that had him catching me. He's got to go through the same stuff I do. See though, definitely not over yet. There's so much time to go in the race. Still lost time on that lap. That's not good. Maybe he's slow with full fuel, and as it burns, he gets quicker. I don't know. held exactly 16.1 seconds on those laps. Just watching that gap. Running a little wide through the corners. The car just naturally kind of wants to do that, to force it to go below the white line. Sketchy entry to 3. Johnny Rutherford in front here. The car's peeling off to the pits. This is where it gets kind of mixed, and cars could be pitting on any lap, so really need to watch that turn 4. Well, down to 15.3, so just like that, 1 lap, gain a second. Gonna probably lose it all now behind Rutherford. Flag right now would really shake up this whole thing, but no. We held it with Pruitt that time, even though I was held up. In on a car, it's Roberto Guerrero, get around him. Debris caution. Can happen. I mean, they do throw cautions for non-wrecks too, but they're very rare. Cautions were a lot more rare in this time period, especially on road circuits. For ovals, obviously, any kind of incident. Hero here. Well, I do want to keep the eye on the gap a little bit. That's what I got to beat. I got to get up there. Got Fabi in front making a pass on Thays. We're going to catch Fabi here as we come down to turn 3. Be quite quick in a straight line. Interesting to see how many cars actually end up finishing this on the lead lap. Right, get up the inside. It was an easy one, finally. Turn 4, just make sure Heimrath wasn't going to go to the pits there. Just tapped the wall very slightly. Slot in there, front of Ari Lyondike underneath one of the lap cars. I think that's Saline. Another kiss on the wall, that's right. Alright, so we're nearing halfway. Back to 16.1. I mean, so this whole run we've been between, we were about 12 when I came out of the pits, so we've lost a total of about 4 seconds to Pruitt, but I'm actually a little more competitive than I thought I would be up at the front, so depending on how the pit stops go, we'll see. Gotta try to get through this lap traffic as efficiently as possible. Yeah, kisses are fine. Don't want anything more than that. Up behind Bernard Jourdain. As I say, you need to watch the lap traffic. There we go. It's a perfect example. A little more time to Pruitt. And get a near flat out lap. It was a little wide through turn 2. Under 10 gallons though, so we're nearing pit stop territory. Oh, bad entry into turn 3. I think an outright pace, Pruitt still has a little bit of an advantage. But through traffic, that's where I can maybe pull up some. We got AJ Foyt then right in front. Oh, he's all the way down on the low side. Come on, Foyt. Let's see where he's running. Thought about going low there, but if they're going into the pits, that could end things very quickly. Foyt's still going to pull in front of me here. Come on. Losing so much time with first. Foyt fights back. Where do we get that speed from suddenly? He's already definitely a lap down, so turn 1 laps to go. It's just cruising out front there. Magic Ford desk. Just magically gets a lot of speed. Come around the outside of him, I guess. Brayton in front. Come down to turn 3. Well, that's sketchy, but didn't want to get stuck with Foyt again. He's still right there too, so I might have a fuel advantage over Pruitt. I think I definitely have a pit stop advantage over the whole field. Feels like my pit stops are mega quick, so we'll have to see. Oh, as Foyt comes down into turn 1. My God. Give it up. Yeah, but we are halfway through the race. My God. Now we'll start counting down laps rather than trying to get through the first part. Also good so far. I know I'm in second, and I feel like I'm losing time, but not that anybody wants to finish second in the Indy 500, but it's pretty good. We've got full boost, so we can't go any higher with the boost. 99 laps to go. We're singing a song. I don't know why AJ Foyt's so racy. I mean, he's still, you can see him in my mirrors there. He's still sticking with me. Got at least a couple more laps till we pit. Imagine Pruitt's going to pit any lap. Yeah, it is wild that AJ Foyt raced in the Roadster era in the 50s all the way into the 90s. Very long career. Just to see the technology progress must have been incredible. Come out of turn 2. Mears is in the pits. Danny Sullivan in the pits. Michael Andretti in the pits. We'll be able to do at least one more lap. But it's not going to be... I was hoping for a couple laps with Pruitt in the pits. There he goes. Pruitt's in the pits now too. So we'll stay out, but I think I'm going to have to pit after this lap. I only got one extra lap ahead of Pruitt, which is surprising. Because if he was saving fuel and going that quick, that doesn't really bode well for this one. Bad line into 1 for Thays there. Come around, we're going to pit halfway. A little over halfway through. Turns 3 and 4. Yeah, we got to pit this lap. We wouldn't make it another one, so this is it. Come out of turn 4. Got to spot some kind of pit entry. I feel like I've been pretty conservative on these, but it's better than speeding or anything like that. The car slowed down to a stop. Ugh. All right, it's going well so far. We'll have to see what the gap is after this. Right, come out of the pits, make sure nobody behind me there. All right, luckily don't have to give up any time on the pits this time. Ooh, right up to 80. Scroll quickly through. We've got only 4 cars out of the race. Hogan, ooh, Mario Andretti is out. John Andretti curse is in full effect. We'll come out of the pits. Car saline going by. We'll merge onto the racetrack. Another pit stop done. Oh yeah, the bars, thank you. Would have been, well, we probably would have just understeered, honestly. I got a car in my mirror there, not sure who that is. I know, only 4 cars out and half of them are Andretti's. We just got one more Andretti and they'll all be out. Oh, this Unser Jr. coming on the low side. He might be on low fuel though. 95 laps to go, 16.5, so I didn't gain much if anything on Pruitt through the pits. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I smacked the wall there. Is it Carl, right? Saw Unser Jr. there spin out. Be very, there we go, yellow flag. That was Unser Jr.'s fault. I think I got away with that too. All right, we'll lower the boost. I mean, that was my incident, but Unser Jr. really just slowed down with the car exiting the pits. And luckily my car's okay, even though it bounced off the wall. That's going to be interesting. It's always your fault when you run over somebody, but man, way too close. But this means we're going to catch right up to Pruitt, and luckily the car's not damaged, at least from what I can tell. Pit for new underwear. The first yellow flag caused, of course, by an incident of my own doing. Have to be really careful here under caution. Slow it down. But it looks like I've got 2 lapped cars directly in front of me. Ooh, that might actually be Emerson Fittipaldi too. Well, hopefully just a few laps here. Oh man, finally get to relax for just a second. Thanks for everybody coming to watch. Looks like about 300 folks in here. So excited for the Indy 500 tomorrow, and it just worked out perfectly that I'm doing this season right now. So welcome if you're new. This is the 3rd race of the 89 season that I'm doing. Got the first 2 out there as well. Yeah, looks like there's only 5 on the lead lap. AJ Foyt's out. Maybe he got in the crash. Interesting. We'll take a quick look at it, because might as well. I don't want to extend this too long, but we'll back up to see what happened there. We went over halfway without cautions, which has happened before. I think it actually happened kind of recently. All right, so I'm actually going to focus on Unser Jr. here, and he just slows down because of the car fading out of the pits there. Randy Lewis. I hit the back of him. Ooh, I smacked the wall really hard there. Then it causes a melee behind me. Derek Daly. Ooh, a couple more cars get into it. Oh man, there's a big hit. There's Foyt as well. Stopped. Did somebody come and just smash in? No, I wonder why he's out. Well, that's weird. That's weird. All right, we'll resume. So, I mean, I think that was Unser Jr.'s fault, if you want to call it that. The AI just being weird. And I very much nailed the back of him. Pruitt is directly, he's just a couple cars ahead of me. Yeah, maybe he blew his engine. Yeah, that's what folks forget, is that up until pretty recently, the Indy 500 often had very spaced out finishes. cars many laps down or many laps ahead. Oh, there's no doubt I punted Little Al out of the way, but he stopped directly in front of me, so there wasn't a lot I could do there. Very, very lucky I didn't get damaged because I hit the wall quite hard. We'll thank the arcade damage mode for that. If I was just doing the Indy 500, I probably would run it on the full damage, but with the road circuits and everything we're doing, we would have many a DNF. Yeah, so we'll restart right here with Pruitt. We pretty much have a full tank of fuel, so it'll be a full stint, but this will definitely pad the length out a bit. And the last stint is bound to be short at this point, but we'll have to do some quick math as we get there. Says AJ Foyt out. Old boy Zell. It looks like actually somehow Little Al is still in the race. We'll see how long that lasts. They might retire after a few laps here. Pretty good run up front. 1 lap until green. I always sit on the inside in case the AI check up a bit, which they're known to do. But we only have 5 cars on the lead lap. Emerson Fittipaldi is right in front of us, 2 cars up. He's the first one a lap down. He's the only car a lap down. We have a bunch of cars 2 laps down. Al Unser Sr., Teo Fabi, Bobby Ray Hall, Al Unser Jr., and got Brayton, Jan Beekes. So it's a competitive race, though. We'll have to see how this restart goes. Yeah, I gotta try to get past the lappers, but Emerson Fittipaldi is not going to be slow. So the fact that he's a lap down, I mean, I was still over a half a lap behind putting Emerson a lap down. It's just that Pruitt was so fast. So I think I'll get past what is that, Guido Daco right in front of me here, but it's going to be more difficult to get past Emerson. Yeah, AJ Foyt definitely got out of the car in the pit lane and started hammering away at it. That'll be canon. We'll come through the short chute. I'll put the boost back up. This is the 89 race. I was asking. All right, full boost. Let's try to time the start as best I can. Try not to get past myself. Be a little crazy on the start. There we go, green flag. Oh, even the lapped car's quite quick. Down to the first corner. This is where he's going to be slow, of course. Accelerated just as quick as I did. Understeering a little bit. Pruitt just runs away. Right, we'll just try to get around lap cars as quick as possible here. Should have him on the back straightaway. Oh, maybe get both of them. That would be good. Get around Fittipaldi as well. There we go. I'm going to turn 3 and see Pruitt in front, the leader. All right. That was actually not that bad of a restart. But we'll see now we're really raw pace here. Full fuel, so if I was quicker at all than Pruitt, it was at the start of the run. So we'll have to see how this goes. Losing on him yet. Actually pulling in a bit down the back straightaway. I got that epic speed there. Oh, no. Oh my God. I don't know if you can tell how loose the car just got there, but that was very close to doing what I did in qualifying. Man, that'll get your heart rate going. All right, gonna have to back off the bars a little bit. Man, I'm just happy to be alive after that because the car got so loose, and you very, very much don't save those types of moves in IndyCar 1 or IndyCar 2 here. Yeah, try not to do that again. That was super scary. I'm going to turn 3. Much better this time. I got rid of some of the rear bar there. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that ends the race. But back it into the wall there. I mean, you saw him qualifying, damage the wheel, blow a tire or the suspension or something, and could be race over very easily. So we're holding here with Pruitt. I'm actually gaining on him a little bit, I think. Just try to keep in it. Nice breath at the throttle there, make sure the car's planted. Pulling up on Pruitt, then got a few laps before we hit the lap traffic, and for some reason I'm a little quicker right now, so we'll take it. Boost is all the way up. Everybody keeps saying to raise the boost. You can see it in the bottom left corner of the cockpit. It's on 9, which is all the way. Ugh, a little high. Great, I got 300 crew chiefs in the chat. No, I love it. keep giving me the advice. All right, we're so close now. Maybe the next lap, if I can stick close to him. I don't know. I don't know why I would be quicker suddenly, because he was so quick before the last pit stops, but he might just be quicker on low fuel or something. I don't know. I'll turn the boost up to 11. A little slow there. Got a lot of understeer in turn 1. I'm afraid to get the bar back up to help the car turn. This is that one lap. Yeah, I'm definitely quicker down the back straightaway where I've been passing everybody, but right onto the back of Pruitt then. Through turn 4. I can hold with him like this. Oh, I got a good run onto the front straightaway. Down to the low side. Just about the same speed. Cool car coming out of the pits. Don't slam on the brakes, please. Helped me a little bit there. If I can get a good run onto the back straightaway. Here we go. This is a run. This is a run. Come down to turn 3, up the inside. Ooh, side by side. Oh, push it in there. There we go. All right, leading Pruitt then. Leading the Indy 500. Not on strategy. Gotta get it down to the low side. Pruitt's right on me again. If I can block him coming into turn 1, though. He's gonna try to do the brick mirrors around the outside of me. Oh, we almost touch. But able to hold him. Into turn 2. Onto the back straightaway. I should have a nice, easy time getting away from him here. There we go. All right, in the lead. We'll see how long I can keep it, though. We're down to 28 gallons of fuel. Car feels pretty good. Very scared about the rear end stepping out again. That was new. Hadn't done that the whole race at that point, but you often hear drivers say stuff like that if they crash out. I don't know what happened. It just suddenly broke loose. All right, 83 laps to go. But plenty of time left in the race. Of course, we're going to start catching the lap traffic pretty soon here. Is Pruitt a rookie? I didn't know that. In 89. Car still feels very neutral coming into turn 3, so I might actually start dancing with the bars for certain corners. It's understeering in turn 1. Maybe the wind change. I think that happens. So maybe that happened. All right, I can see the lapped cars ahead, so this is about to get pretty interesting. I'm gonna soften the rear bar 1 click for turn 3 only, so that we're very safe there. On the inside. Oh, I've got a whole string of cars here. Stuck in behind John Jones. Remember, Pruitt's got to get through all these cars as well, so don't want to lose time, but he might as well. I'm out behind Lyondike. We should have just 2 more pit stops to go. Quickly sneak underneath Roberto Guerrero there. There we go, make it around all that traffic. This is good. This is looking good. To see how it gets towards the end of the run. Pruitt was just so fast in the last stint that I'd be very surprised if he doesn't pull back up on me, but I'll take it if he doesn't. 200 miles to go. Yeah, the regular race distance now. Race is so long compared to everything else. But leading the way into the crucial stages, this is when it gets real. Yeah, I definitely saved a lot of fuel on the caution. I mean, at least a couple laps worth. So if I was on a normal strategy, we would get to lap about 66 here before pitting. Ooh, kiss the wall again. And so anything we do above that, that was a hard hit. Looking out here today. Anything beyond 66 is just gravy at that point. And if I go very much further, you got to consider short pitting at the end. We don't lose time in the pits fueling. Fueling takes longer than tires. Tires only take about 20 seconds. I gotta be careful. This is where you get a little complacent with things. Car feels very different now, and I'm a little freaked out by that. Much more loose. I've got the rear, I don't know if you've noticed, but the rear roll bar is much lower than I've had it pretty much the whole race. I'm behind King Hero here. About half tank of fuel with 77 laps to go. I mean, we're gonna make it another 15 laps or so easily. Maybe to lap 60 even, or 60 laps to go rather. I don't know if Papyrus modeled the heat cycle. Definitely something feels different with the car, and I just gotta take it easy. I'm holding station with Pruitt. He gained a little bit on me last lap. Worried the car's going to go into the pits there. Home milk coffee cream, God. He's pulled in a little bit more. Yeah, I think Pruitt's just quick on low fuel, which is not great because we're going to end the race on low fuel unless something weird happens. "75 laps to go then." Whole pack of lapped cars here. Johnny Rutherford with Ludwig Heimrath in front here. Oh, we're going to lose a lot of time. Pulled it back out to 2.8 on Pruitt last lap. Oh, this is bad. I would throw it in there, but I just don't know if they're going to go into the pits or not. Makes it quite sketchy. They're just about the same speed as me down the front straightaway. There's Pruitt 1.4 behind. The lap traffic really coming into play now. Get under the low side of Rutherford here into turn 2. See him just for a second in the left mirror. past a group of cars here. I can only hope he gets caught up there with one of them. It's down to 1.3. Got clear track now, so if he's quicker in outright pace at the moment, we will definitely notice it. It'll lift a little bit in turn 2. It's very neutral again, which is, again, different than it's been with how much bar I have in it. I pulled out 2/10 in clear air, which is good. That means I might actually be quicker at flat out speed. Here. Pulled it into 1.2 that last lap. God. Well, it wouldn't be a fun race if it was easy. And so far, it's been pretty close. I'm very surprised how this has gone. It's gone well, and I'm closing in on Randy Lewis, I think. We're going to catch him at the worst spot. I could just see Pruitt in the mirror there. I can get around Lewis here in the short chute. Go. So 70 laps to go. But another 5 laps and we could pit. Ah, and there's Pruitt. Wow, he's closing in on me so fast. Get around some of these lap traffic. He just really suddenly comes on, doesn't he? Oh, John Jones. Oh, and here goes Pruitt around the outside. He's going to get caught up behind Jones, though, right? Oh, my God, we split him. I think Pruitt got held up. I want to keep the lead, but just for a second here. Here comes Pruitt with a full head of steam. What did he have it on low boost for a second or something? Side by side down the front straightaway, pulls ahead. I mean, what can we do? What can we do? A full boost. Just takes that line dike there. He almost got in the wall, which I was kind of hoping was going to happen there. 3 wide with John Jones in the back of the pack. He's so quick. I mean, I'm not going to be able to keep up with that, so we're going to have to hope for something. I don't know. Maybe he was on like half boost to save a little fuel or something. But he's just pulling me down the straightaway, so what can I do about that? I really can't trim the car out more. If anything, I'd add wing to go quicker through the corners if I could. Try to stay as close as I can to him, and maybe through the pit cycle or something, we'll be able to pull out a little bit of a lead again, or I don't know. I try to keep on it. He gets held up a little bit. This is good. Let me close back in. Is that Kevin Kogan? I think Kogan's out of the race, isn't he? Into turn 1. Oh. I'm just going to punt another car. See, if I was racing dirty, we would do something like that, but... We're almost out of fuel, though, so we're going to be coming up on the pit stop real soon. So So close, we're just staring at the back of Pruitt as he pulls away. 66 laps to go, so this is where we could pit. Certainly don't want to do that. Be able to go almost to laps with 60 laps to go, lap 140. Yeah, it seems like Hogan was out of the race early. Not quite as early as in the real one, but close. Wide splitting in front. That might be Rick Mears, actually. No, that's blue and yellow. So that'd be wild to catch Rick right now. We're steering a bit there. Got maybe Allenser Sr. in front of me now. Crew got held up a little bit on the outside. Catching him. This is good. Once again, pulling in. Got Didier Thays to thank. I'm on the low side of Allenser Sr. Run a little wide through turn one. Oh, Sr. squeezing me out there. I'll give him the old wave there. Yeah, this would have been the year that Kogan hit the pit wall and end of the first lap. All right, a little bit of excitement with lap traffic. I mean, it's right there, and I think I'm just a slight bit quicker through pit stops, all right? So hopefully I can get back in front of him. I know I'm quicker with the full fuel load, but all I can hope is that I can pull out a lead, you know, while we're at full fuel, and then save it while he gets quicker at the second half of the run. We'll do a full run there, and then we'll have to calculate where I'm at for fuel for the final stint. Unless we get a yellow or something, who knows? Yeah, Pruitt is very quick, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I'll run my own race and hope it comes to me, and so far it has. I mean, we led a good amount of laps there just doing my own thing, so I don't think we would have caught Pruitt if we didn't get that caution earlier, but sometimes the things fall that way. All right, at least one more lap. We'll have to see what the fuel situation is. I got a little loose there. Pruitt gonna pit, or is he gonna stay out? He goes in the pits. All right, he's gonna pit. I'm gonna stay out. One more lap. That's all we can do. We'll lead once again at Indy. Trading the lead with Scott Pruitt. The person I thought least we would fight, but I guess it's like Long Beach all over again, fighting Pruitt through pit stop strategy and on the track and everything. Won't be able to do another lap staying out unless I really backed off the boost, which I don't want to do. So we're going to come in this lap, fill her up. 2 more stints to go. I'm out of turn 4 behind Allenser Jr. here. All right, try to slow down without losing too much time. Down to first gear, into the box. Not too bad of an entry. Yeah, just gotta watch my speed. Don't want to speed like I did at Long Beach. 80 miles an hour, here we go. All right, bunch of stricken vehicles in the pit lane. Yes, bars, thank you. Scared what the car's gonna feel like now. Come out of the pits, there goes Pruitt. Bobby Rahal right behind. Pruitt is able to sneak around though. Here goes Bobby Rahal. Not really fighting with him, but Don't want more cars to pass. Get it up to 6th gear. Pruitt was able to get ahead, but we're just about the same distance as we were when we came in the pits. That's not what I wanted. We'll try to stretch it out. There goes Ray Hall in the pits, so we don't have to worry about that, I guess. A little bit of understeer. We got Bernard Jourdain behind me here. He's probably on light fuel. He's a really slow car. He's pressuring me. 2.2 seconds off. Yeah, I am quicker on full fuel, but I was really hoping we'd come out ahead of him. Sliding a little bit there. I don't know why the car suddenly feels different here at the end of the race. Understeer in turn 1. The rest of the corners, I feel like I'm oversteering a bit. Just 50 laps to go. We got one more pit stop. The furthest out we could do it, if we get a yellow or something, is with like 34, maybe like 36 laps to go if we were going to save some fuel. I guess if yellow came out in the next, or in about 20 laps, we would probably do that. Yeah, it could be damage. You're right, Jared. It hit the wall at one point. Oh, I got stuck up behind John Jones there a little bit. Got Pancho Carter in front. Ryan Dyke here. Down the front straightaway. Oh, and I gotta watch out for this. Are they gonna slam on the brakes again? Oh, is that Ray Hall? Oh my God. I'll lose a ton of time there, but we didn't cause an accident this time. Yeah, it's pushing a lot in turn 1, and then turn 3, I feel like I'm on the verge of spinning. Oh, take it all the way down to the grass. Get around Lion Dyke. Ray Hall zigzagging there. My God. On 150 laps, and every lap feels like I'm on the edge of an accident. It's battle of the rookies, I guess. We got 55 laps to go, so not 50. Get ahead of ourselves a little bit. .5 seconds. 6.5 seconds off. Losing time. Came out about 2 seconds back. Pruitt's just got that afterburner with the Judd. 6.7 now, so it's fading. We'll stick on it. I'm not giving up, but it seems like Pruitt's got a different gear than I do. And I really don't know if there's much I could change on the car that would improve my speed that dramatically. You know, risk throwing the whole race away. And remember, although I'm sure a healthy number of you are here just for this race, I'm running a full championship, so I do want the points. I'm not giving up, but I do want points. Second place points is pretty good. Not quite as good as first. Take off the wicker. I don't think lowering the wings would be a good idea. I feel like I'm very trimmed out, you know, looking at my straight line speed. The inside, Daco. Bad line through turn 1. Yeah, we might be the only two on the same lap. But I think somebody said it earlier. I think Emerson Fittipaldi was like a couple laps ahead of second in real life. So, oh no, it's so slow here. It seems like the AI doesn't necessarily get lucky. Yeah, I could change stagger, I could change tire compounds and pressures and wings, and you can change a lot of stuff in a pit stop. It does add time to the pit stop for some adjustments, like wings. But again, he's so much faster that I don't think, unless we knew the exact settings to go with for this weather, I'm not sure we'd be able to really go for it. More front anti-roll bar would make the car harder to turn in, which is hard enough right now. Yeah, you could always give another car the bump, but that would be fixing the race. Rutherford into 2 here. Yeah, the cool thing is, for those of you that are interested in IndyCar 2, you could run, 10 different races here, and you would have 10 different results. And with the way the AI is set, some of them, it could end up being the quickest car. You can see them in front of everybody except Pruitt. There are scenarios, when you start the sim, it calculates how quick cars are going to be for that race. So every race is different, and in some of my testing, I've never seen Pruitt this quick, but it's the luck of the draw, and it's kind of realistic. I mean, you wouldn't want it to be the same. Oof, hit the wall there. Just another kiss. You wouldn't want it to be the same scenario each time, but sometimes you just get outdone. Ludwig Heimrath, I can't even talk anymore. 160 laps in. .48 laps to go. 52 laps done. And to keep up the concentration, it's still just as easy as it was at the start of the race to hit a lapped car or go too aggressive with the adjustments. More laps of fuel. It's going to get us to 27 laps to go. Which, gosh, how much fuel is that going to be? Definitely, I might just fill it all the way if it's that close. It's not worth risking, running out of fuel. Easily have second place right now. Ooh. Loose there. I'm up by 20 seconds on Danny Sullivan in third. Oh, God, it's so loose. It's coming out of the pits. Seems like the AI do that checkup if they're halfway through the corner with somebody coming out of the pits, so I just need to look out for that. Matteo Fabi here. The inside of him, right down to the grass. Your Thays here. So slow. This might be the slowest car on the track right now. It's blow by him. Yeah, Fabi might actually make the full race in the Porsche, which is unbelievable. Scott Saline. I'm not sure Saline ever started the Indy 500. And 4 there behind Pancho Carter. We got Brayton going around King Hero ahead. We're going to catch him right into turn 1. At the inside of King Hero. There we go. Always sketchy. What's Brayton doing? Oh, God. Oh, Pruitt's in the pits. All right. Why did he pit? 43 laps to go. I mean, he's not going to make it to the end, right? What happened to Pruitt? Why did he pit? Pruitt have some kind of mechanical issue or something, or did he run out of fuel? Why did he pit? I mean, the AI don't screw up the strategy that much. They, all right, well, we'll keep going. Maybe he's got some kind of mechanical. We'll see. All right, focus forward. We got the lead at the Indy 500 with under 50 laps to go. We're down to turn 1. Our Jourdain in front. Oh, we got Dominic Dobson swinging around the outside, of course. Keep it interesting. Got 20 seconds on the cars behind. Looks like Rick Mears is in second now. Pruitt's down to 4th. Maybe he had some kind of issue. I mean, the way I know the inner workings of how the AI work, and they don't just pit for no reason like that or really screw up the strategy. They calculate from the end of the race, and they're given a window that they can pit in. So he wouldn't pit if the car was fine. Something happened there. So we're in the lead, 41 laps to go. Oh my God. Well, that's Indy, right? Kiss the wall again. You need to keep the wheels on it. Keep it pointed forward. Deep breaths. And it was going very quick. This car coming into turn 4, a little sketchy there. Keeping calm, don't worry. 40 laps to go, so we have about 6 more laps till we could pit and run flat out to the end, but I'm going to run it pretty much as deep as I can into the end of the race. And what we can do, here's a little trick to calculate fuel, is when we get to lap, with 33 laps to go, we'll take a look at the fuel, and that's what we could subtract from the pit stop. Feels really good. It's a little neutral. "39 laps to go." Counting it down now. I mean, we lucked out there. Looks like Mears is a little quicker right now, but not going to worry about that. It's more about being consistent. To make up 20 seconds over the course of 40 laps here would be a lot to ask. Very slow car up front here. Yeah, maybe he blew an engine. I don't know. I've not Not done enough full-length races in IndyCar 2 in a while to know the different ways the AI can screw themselves over. Yeah, he's still not out of the race. But something happened to Pitt at that point. Unless True Sports really messed up the strategy. Across the line here, 37 laps to go. Got about 10 laps on fuel before we'll make our final pit stop. Axelson Jr. here, not having the race that he wants, that he had. Got Bobby Unser keeping his eyes on us from the turn 2 suites. I love the story that they ABC put Bobby Unser in turn 2 so that him and Sam Posey wouldn't fight in the booth together. We'll just put him in a different spot on the track. That'll be better. Days there again, lapping him for the 15th time. I mean, Pruitt's still going to have to pit one more time. There's no way, unless he was really saving fuel, which who knows, maybe he's on some killer fuel strat. I don't think you can make 47 laps at Indy on a tank. $35 laps, 2 more laps. You can see the fuel, probably be able to get away with maybe 32 gallons, 34 to be safe. Save just a couple tenths. Don't want to do it too tight. No reason to eke out that type of closeness. Yeah, I mean, he could have... His pace, holds with that he pit and he's saving to the end, but I don't know. Really stretch it that far without going super slow. Yeah, hopefully no yellow flags. I want to throw on green now. 34 laps. Gotta focus in. This is the part of the race that's... These long races, this concentrating for this long, it's so easy to mess something up. Got Scott Saline here right in front. On the inside, 33 laps to go. So with 8 gallons, I think we could technically do 32, fill it to 32 gallons on the pit stop and make the end. But we'll do like 34 to be safe, give us a couple extra gallons. Maybe 36. We'll do 36. I doubt Pruitt has enough to get to the finish. Back behind Johnny Rutherford here. Could have gone up the inside, but just want to make sure he's not going to go in the pits. Yeah, that is the Saline that is famous for Mustangs. I'm not quite pushing the car. It seems like I'm holding Danny Sullivan right at about 19 to 20 seconds. We're not pushing the car super hard. Yeah, actually, it might be catching Pruitt here. I don't know what happened to him, but the True Sport car did not hold up. So we'll go to 36 gallons for the end. That should be fine. Save us a little bit of time on the pit road, not too much. Here's Pruitt right in front of us. So who knows what happened? Maybe down a cylinder or something. What are we doing? John Jones here in the front stretch. Ooh, come around the outside. Passing Pruitt, putting him a lap down. Yeah, might be saving fuel. I mean, we probably won't be able to know, unfortunately, unless he retires with some kind of issue. It won't tell us why they might not have been fast. But fuel light's on, so we have just about 3 laps of fuel. So on the lead lap, still Danny Sullivan, Rick Mears, and Michael Andretti. We are leading the way. 29 laps to go at the Indy 500. Oh my God. Well, Danny Sullivan's pulled it in a little bit. I gotta take it that easy. Looks like Rick Mears is in the pits. What do we got happening up here? A lot of lapped cars. King Hero. Gotta get under him through 4. Really slow. This yellow car is so slow. I think it's Guido Daco. 3 gallons of fuel. Should be able to do 2 more laps here. Oh, Mears is out. What happened to Mears? So it's all happening here right at the end. The ailments. The mechanical woes. Michael Andretti in the pits. Is he going to be out too? We're almost going to put a lap on Andretti now. He just pits. All right, we're going to pit next time by. I have to make sure I don't miss that. That would be bad. We'll side by side there into the first turn. We might still be ahead. I think we'll still be ahead of Pruitt after the pit stop. Seems like Danny Sullivan's able to go just as far as I am. All right, coming to turn 4. Try not to speed. There's no reason. I really don't need to push that hard. Just get it nice and gingerly into the box. Reset the bar. All right, here it goes. Last stint. Hopefully everything goes well. Here comes Danny Sullivan into the pits. So he takes the lead for just a split second here. We'll come out almost full pit lane full of cars. Look at that speedometer. Don't speed. Put a little under. We hit 80. We did this at Long Beach. I just touched 82 miles an hour for a second and got a black flag. The speeding police are really on it. All right, get out of the pits. Go, go, go. Onto the track. Just try not to spin. The car gets kind of weird merging onto the track surface. Got a lapped car behind me, but see if I can keep it. I'll keep it through turn 2. Get onto the back straightaway. All right. All right, yeah, and I got the bar. Bar's reset. All right, time to bring it home. Got Teo Fabi in the top 5, 2 laps down. We got Scott Pruitt in the lead, so he did take the lead. Interesting. I turned in really aggressively there. Car's looking low on me. 25 laps to go. 7 seconds off of Pruitt. I mean, surely he cannot stay out the rest of the race. I mean, he's certainly going the speed that you would imagine you would go if you wanted to save a ton of fuel. Maybe that's what he's doing. I didn't think they would do that aggressive type of strategy, but... I think that's him in front of me that I can see. Yeah, I mean, there's no... I think he pit with like 47 laps to go. There's no way... Wow, he gained. That's not Pruitt in front of me, but he gained, so... I don't know what's going on there. Got to push here a little bit. We got 22 seconds on Sullivan. What's going to happen here at the end? Pruitt has to pit again. There's no way. Yeah, we're up full boost. We're going to be pushing as hard as I can go. I just got to get the tires warmed up. They're just about coming there. 9 seconds. Man, he's gaining. He must be on low fuel. I don't know. Pace here is quite quick, right at the end of the race, of course. Oh, Axelson, yeah. Top 5, man. Not too bad. Michael Andretti still in 4th, and then Danny Sullivan in in 3rd. If he makes it to the end, I don't know what kind of strategy that is. Yeah, but he should pit. Hopefully he does it soon so I don't have to think about it anymore. He's faster, too, on pace, which makes sense if he's low fuel. Around the car exiting the pits. We got somebody in my mirrors here hanging on. And we got higher fuel now. I want to keep my car steady. I'm so worried I'm going to get that loose feeling that I got a couple stints ago, but I think maybe, I don't know if it's possible to have a bad set of tires, or maybe I did have some damage. I don't know. Can't last, but he's pulled it out to 10 seconds now. 21 laps to go. We're really getting towards the end of it. Yes, please everybody cross your fingers that he doesn't have some sort of magic extra fuel tank. Yeah, right? He's doing the Smokey Eunuch. Got the fuel line is like snaked through the whole car or something. Can carry 3 extra gallons of fuel. Who knows? He's also going to do a really fast pit stop right at the end, so we'll have to see. It's 10 seconds, so I don't know. That's a different strategy. I mean, he had the speed to do it, so I don't think realistically you wouldn't do something like that. Oh, pulling up on a car here. That Emo? Nope, that's Big Al. Well, Axelson had to pit. That's Teo Fabi then back into the top 5. I'm just watching for his name to say pitting. 11.4. Man, he's pulling it out. I mean, the pit stop, there's no way it's going to take you less than like 20 seconds to pit. But I got to push here. Who knows? I mean, if he comes out and he's only 8 seconds behind me or something, this is so worrying. Why is it going to be a nail biter? Guess it'll be good for all of you watching, but would have preferred to just run away with it. Yeah, max laps of fuel. Oh, there goes Pancho Carter into the pits. I'll definitely get him if he pits now, but he won't be that far behind me, especially if he only has to take, 10 gallons. What are we doing? Oh my God, split the 2 lapped cars there. If he only has to take 10 gallons of fuel, he's going to come out and be not that far behind me. But getting to it, he must have to pit soon. I would guess he would have to pit with like 15 to go if mileage is what we think it is for him. Another second there. That silly AI Coming out of the pits in front of me. I don't know why he changed strategy either, but maybe just to make it interesting. Yeah, please no yellows now. That would allow him to pit, and then we'd have to fight on raw pace, and things were not looking so good before with that. I'm pulling away from Danny. Still out. Heck, 16 laps to go. He's got to pit any lap now. It was a nail biter at the Indy 500. The back straightaway here. Back onto the racing line for turn 3. Still staying out. "15 laps to go." Coming out of the pits in front. Saline. Oh, this is going to be tight. Coming out of 2, had to take a wide line. Yeah, he's going to splash and dash. I mean, you didn't need to do that strategy because he had the speed, but I don't know. Yeah, he's just trying to make it interesting for us. He's got to pit anytime now. Stuck behind Eric Daly here. Laps to go. We pulled in a little bit on him. Finally a lap where I didn't lose time. Trying to push as hard as I can. I'm nearly flat around the track. Got Ari Lyondike here coming into turn 3. Get him up the inside. It's too close. Close for comfort. He's still staying out. Come on. Yeah, waiting for the pit that never comes. I really hope not. He's got a 15.6. I mean, we're still in second, but anything but the win at this point, with gone this far into the race. And tasting it, anything else is disappointing. Through turn 3. On the inside. Going. 12 laps to go. Come on, he's got to pit. Please pit. Yeah, I still think it's going to take over 20 seconds to do a pit stop and come out and everything, regardless of how much fuel you're going to put in it. But he's certainly going for that quick final splash and dash. Laps. Oh, we're really going to get down to the wire here to find out what's going to happen. I mean, there's also an advantage that if he waits till the very end to pit and I'm still close enough to pass him, that he's going to have very few laps to come back at me. He was very quick in that other stint, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting. Oh, the King Hero, come on. Tsushita takes the inside line. Michael Andretti down a lap now. 10 laps to go. It's gonna make me wait for it. Let's sweat it out here at the very end. I just gotta keep focusing forward. There's nothing I can do about it, whether he pits or not. As long as I'm going as fast as I can, that's really all I can do. Bad first couple of corners. Take the low line. Randy Lewis there. Pit. He's pitting. All right. Come on. Definitely have to pass him. Oh, is he already out of the pits? Okay, we passed Pruitt. Let's go. Let's go. 8 laps to go. 2 qualifying runs. Let's do this. He was 2.5 at the line, but he was coming out of the pits, so just got to push. Oh, we got Pancho Carter there. Almost hit him. We'll see what the real gap is here when we pass the line this time. All right. Trying to stick with it to win the Indy 500. Waiting to see if Dobson was going to pull in the pits. All right, come across the line. 7 laps to go. What do we got? What do we got? This is good. It's taking a while. It's taking a while. 12.7. I mean, unless I screw this up, he's going to have to go real fast to catch me. All right, just try not to make any silly moves. Speaking of, come up the inside of a lap car into 3. I'll just scoot between Rutherford and Guerrero there. Man, a little sketchy through 4. I mean, he might pull in. I expect him to pull in, but there's no way. We'd have to do like 2 seconds a lap to catch me at this point. We got saline, so I mean, it's gonna get the lap traffic for it. Oh, I pulled out on him that lap, so this is it. We're coming to the line. Need to make sure the car doesn't get away from me, that I don't make a stupid move with lapped cars. This will be good for the championship. I don't want to think about it yet, but 5 laps to go. I pulled out on him that lap too, so strategy didn't work out for him. Who knows what they were trying there. We'll just say maybe he had some kind of problem and he had to pit early, puncture something in the tires, and then did the best they could with the strategy from there. All right, just 1 qualifying run to go in the race. 4 more laps. Maybe hoping for a yellow. I don't know. Trying to concentrate now. I'm not pushing at all anymore. Just try to keep the car between the lines, between the wall. Nice clear track, thankfully, for at least a couple of these laps. 3 more. Matteo Fabi pitting in 5th. Up on Leyendijk, I think. I feel like I just passed him in the short chute, 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, a couple more lap cars should be able to pull him on the straightaway. 2 more laps now. Get Didier Thays in front of me. Let him have the corner. Be able to easily get him in the short chute, I'd imagine. There we go. Up the inside into turn 2. The unspoken language of passing lapped cars. Out of turn 4. 1 more lap to go. Lap 200 coming up. Got John Jones here on the front straightaway. I'm going to let him have the first corner. No need to push it. Got no pressure from behind. Pruitt's 14 seconds off. Probably pulling a little bit, but no issues. Through turn 2, past Bobby Unser. We'll say it looks all fine from here. All right, just turn 3 now. Really the last major one to get. Come up to turn 3. Nice and easy through there. No heroics. Oh yeah, I can't believe it. I didn't think, just with the speed, with everything that had to be done, starting 18th, we'll come to the line, win round number 3 of the Kart 89 season, the Indy 500. Did it again. I'm pretty good for streams at Indy. What, I won the NASCAR 1 race here, I won Indy 500, and now I've won an IndyCar 2. I don't think I've ever won a full Indy 500 in IndyCar 2, so man, talk about intense. Pruitt was able to pull it back into 11.3 there at the end. P18, yeah. I mean, off the line was storming through the cars. First stint there. It'd be probably fun to go watch back. But I almost have no voice left. Talk for, what, 3 hours there. Oh, man. Come down the front straightaway. The whole field has finished the race, winning the Indy 500. I wish we could go into the podium and everything, but it's gonna be possible. We'll park it right at the line. Winning the race from P18. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, I'll be right back. We'll take a look at the results and everything in just a second. All right. I don't have milk this time. I did last time. I'll put the podium hat on though. I think I deserve that. I did have I did have milk last time I did this, but I'm actually going away for the rest of the weekend, so I don't have anything in the house right now. But coming away with the win. I don't know, Don. I think tomorrow's race is going to be pretty exciting. No orange juice either. No, all I got's water. I don't even have beer. That's good. I'm so happy I won that. All right, we'll take a look at the results and all that. There's the team celebrating. I love this guy with the, I can't point to him on the screen, but right to the right side with his head on his headphones. Love that. There you got Ryan Axelson coming to victory lane. So we'll take a look at the results. Ryan Axelson wins the race, leading, I led 49 laps, which is not too bad, but Scott Pruitt finishing second. I mean, if he did have some, let's pretend he had some sort of mechanical problem there with, I don't know, 40 laps to go and had to pit early. He made the most of it, certainly. But Danny Sullivan finishing in third, led 10 laps of the race. And then Michael Andretti coming away in fourth. So it's going to be an okay points day for him. But Emo, no clue where he is. We'll have to look further down. But championship leader had some sort of issue there. Not too bad. Bobby Rahal in fifth, a few laps down. So, wow, 4 cars finished on the lead lap. And then fifth place was 4 laps down. So quite the split. Yeah. Bobby did retire and finish fifth. Yeah, happens. Bobby Rahal then with Al Unser Sr. finishing in sixth. Not too bad. It's his first race of the season. And Scott Brayton in seventh. Jan Beekes with a top 10. Somebody tweet Jan Beekes. He just got a top 10 at the 500. He started 31st, too. That's awesome. Teo Fabi in ninth. And then Johnny Rutherford gets a top 10. But yeah, Teo Fabi had an electrical problem. But they were so many laps down, even in the top 10. Fabrizio Barbaza gets 11th. Randy Lewis in 12th. Derek Daly in 13th. And Bernard Jourdain in 14th. I think this is Joe Wood. I actually don't know this driver, but finishing 15th. We got Dominique Dobson in 16th. Scott Atchison in 17th. Ari Lyondike for 18th. Scott Saline, passed him a million times, I feel like, in 19th. John Jones caused some interesting stuff there. That's the one we went 3 wide with and almost hit the wall. Didier Thays, Jeff Wood. Okay, John Wood or Jeff Wood? I see both in the chat. Didier Thays in 21st. Pancho Carter, 22nd. Daco here, Guido Daco in 23rd. Ludwig Heimrath Jr. finishing in 24th. Alancer Jr. with an engine. So, okay, Ludwig Heimrath, first car, other than Fabi, with some mechanical. So he gets 24th with a gearbox failure. Alancer Jr., nothing like real life, but finishing in 25th with an engine issue. Rick Mears also with an engine issue. Emerson Fittipaldi with a turbo problem on lap 161. So he made it 400 miles. Had a turbo go. He actually led a lap. Rick Mears led 4 laps right off the line, I think. Roberto Guerrero had a fuel pump. AJ Foy with a gearbox. Raul Boisel with electrical issues. I love all the different types of failures. Yeah, you know what? I don't see Hiro Matsushita in the race, and so I don't know who I kept calling. I feel kind of silly now. I don't know who I kept calling King Hiro the whole time. Well. But John Andretti, though, finishing back in 31st. Mario Andretti in 32nd. And then Kevin Kogan finishing last like he did in real life with a gearbox issue. Although in real life it was a little more than a gearbox issue. Well, there we go. I'm going to save that. What do we got? Round 3. Just in case something bad happens, we'll actually save the replay as well. Hopefully the whole thing saves. I don't know. Big replay. I'm hoping I don't get like a memory error or something. There we go. All right, we'll take a look at the standings and everything. So that's the race results once again, but we are leading the championship 50 points, and I won round 1 of the Triple Crown. So we've got 2 other 500-mile races later this season. So if that wasn't enough for you, also going to be doing the Michigan and Pocono 500s. We have all 3 in 1989. One of the reasons I wanted to start with this season, but we can see if we can do the Triple Crown. I don't know. It's going to be just as hard at the other ones, and I have to be a little lucky, like I said, but at least bodes well. But we're 50 points ahead of Michael Andretti's 41. 3 wins for each of us at the top. Emerson Fittipaldi falls to 3rd. Didn't gain any points, obviously, with Indy there. And then Scott Pruitt, Danny Sullivan, Rick Mears, Bobby Rahal, Mario Andretti, Scott Brayton, and Alancer Jr. round out the top 10. So Jan Beekes, 5 points there. I hope Jan does well for the rest of the season. We'll have to see. But Ludwig Heimrath, the final car with points, down in 21st there. So, wow. the Indy 500, and next up is another oval, short oval, Milwaukee, which is good. I think the ovals, at least for myself, are the best chances I have to win, and so I maximized it here with Ryan Axelson winning the Indy 500. Yeah, the Michigan 500 is going to be a big one. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching this. I hope it was entertaining, and excited to do more in the future. But I hope everybody enjoys the real Indy 500 tomorrow. I'm very, very excited for it. And if this was any precursor, it hopefully should be good. So thanks for watching. I'll see everybody next time. Thank you. Oh man, I can't hit the thing. Streaming fail. All right, there we go. See ya.